Hi viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to continue in our web portfolio project, and today we shall be taking the home section. We are fully going to develop the home section. In our last class, we were able to build our navigation bar and also create our different sections. So we were able to build the navigation bar and connected it to different sections on the web portfolio. And today we are going to be developing one of the sections, which is the home. So let's get right into it. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. So now I'll go to my home section. This is my home section. I want to fully develop it. So currently I have this paragraph text in the home section. So but I want to give it the main content today. So I'm going to start by creating a div. So I'll have to delete this paragraph text and then create a div. Then enter. So I'll give it a class of a class. Then call that euro text. Then here, so I'm going to have my name in this particular div. So let me just give it. Let me add the paragraph tag. Let's say hello. Then let me add my name. I'll be using the h1 tag. Let me start with my surname. Okay. I will do before. And then let me add my role. I'll use the h3 tag. I'll say full stack web developer. And then okay, I'll be moving out of this div. I want to add buttons. So I'll create a div for my button. So let me create another div. Okay. Enter. So let me give this new div a class of hero button. So I'm going to add two buttons inside this div. So the first button and okay, the second one. Okay, let me add some text inside it. Okay, let me add my paragraph tag, and then I'll say this one is read more, and then I'll say this one. Let me add my paragraph tag. I'm going to link this to my projects section. Then I'll go back to my section, the home section here. I want to add a class. I'll be adding the class hero. And what else can I add on this page? Okay. I think I should add my image. So I'll be adding my image in another div. I'll create another div for that purpose. I'll left enter. Then I'll use the image tag. Let me give it a class. And I'll name it, let me call it hero image. Then to add your image, you come in between these parentheses for the source, click on it, and then press dot and slash. This is going to open every files inside your project folder. So you need to have initially added your image. I've added my own picture here. So this is my image. You can see it's having me.jpg. So this is my image. So I'm going to click on it to add it. So I'll still need to style it. So don't mind that it's taking the whole screen. I'm still going to style it. So now let's continue. Now let me see if there's anything I would like to add here. So I have populated my own section. I also gave it a class name of hero and then I created a div with a class name of hero text. Here in there I have my name and my row. Then I also created another div that I named hero button for 2 buttons. I created 2 buttons inside it, and a third div in which I added my image. So I think I will go onto my style.css and start giving it some styling. So let me scroll down. Then first I'm going to call this home section. I said I gave it a class name of hero, so I'll be calling the hero in my style.css. So when you are calling a class, you add dots before it and then type the name of the class, and then your parentheses, your curly braces, then enter. So let's begin to style our section. So I'll give it a display flex, and then let me give it a width 100 views, and then I'll give an height user 100 view height plus 80 pixels. Let me center everything. Justify content center and align everything to center. Then I'll be styling my first div inside this particular section, inside the section. That is the hero text. So I'm going to be styling my hero text. I'll copy that, and then I'll call it here. I'll say dots, then hero text, curly brace, enter, and then I'll say display block, and then let me add color. I'll use white. Then next I am going to style my h1. Let me see. Okay, I'll be leaving the p tag. Let me style the h1 first. So I'll be calling the hero text h1. So let me show you. Dot hero text, then leave space h1. So I'll add a font width. Then give it 900. And font size, give it, let me use 50 pixels. Okay, let me comment on the image so that you can see what we are doing, what we have been doing so far. So I'll just comment on the image here. I'll use Control and backslash. So when we get back to the image, we are going to remove the comments. So now let me give it a margin button. I give the margin button. Okay, let me do 10 pixels. And then also let me style this my hello, and so that is the p tag that I use inside the hero text div. So I'm going to be styling that p tag. So I'll call the name hero text, then the p tag. So let me just give it, let me increase the font size. I'll give it 25 pixels. Then so let me style these my row. I'm going to style that too. So let me check my index of HTML. So I use a h3 tag for the row. So I'll be styling the h3. Let me go back to my CSS. Then I'll call the name of the class hero text, and then h3 curly braces. I'll give it a okay. Let me just increase the font weight for now and see what it will look like. I'll give it 700, and then I think I would like to add some data spacing. Let me use 1 pixels. Then I'll add a margin button so that it can be spaced between it and the buttons. So margin button 10 pixels should be okay. Then let me see what else can I add. Okay, let me check my index.html. So I'm going to style the button. Let me style the button next. So the buttons are inside the class hero btn. Let me copy that. So I'll be styling the button next. Yeah, so I'll just put my dots and paste. Alright, so okay, I'll call the button here. And then let me say padding. I'll give it 15 pixels and 25 pixels. Then let me add some border radius to make the edges finer. I'll give that let me see. Okay, I think I like that. Let me add a margin. I'll do 0 and 5 pixels. And then then I'll do the cursor, then give it enter. Okay, alright. Now let me increase the font size. Okay, let me just call the P, because I use a P tag inside the button. So let me just call my P tag inside. So this is CSS and nesting. So I'll increase the font size. I'll give it 15 pixels. Alright. So let me go back to my index.html. So I want to begin styling the image. So I'm going to remove comment on the image that I added earlier. So I'll do control and backslash. So the image is back. So let me just go to my CSS and style the image. So don't forget the name or the class name for the div in which I have the image is hero img. So let me copy that. So I'll go and call that in my CSS. Then I'll say dots, then paste the name hero. So let me give it some styling. Let me give it a width of 30% of the width, and then height. Let's give it height of 60 view height. Then let's add some border radius. Give it 50%. I want it to be in the circle. Then I'll be styling the image itself now so that it's going to be in position. So I'll say dot hero image, then I'll call the image itself now. All the birds. I'll say width 100%. And then the height 100%. Then let me also add the border radius. I'll give it 50%. Yeah, so it's taking shape. So as it stands now, the structure is still not looking very okay. Let me begin to make more adjustments. I'll start with my image here. I think I'll be reducing the height. I'll be making that 60 view height. Then I want everything to stand, my name and my role and the button to be on the right, on the left, and my image to be on the right. So for me to be able to achieve that, I will first of all need to dissociate my home section from this initial styling that I have given it. So let me comment on the home, and then I want it to really take this styling that I'm giving it now. This is the new styling that I'll be using for my home section. So I think let me just add a background color so that we can see the text that we have added before. So I'll be giving it background. Let me use black. So now it's still not looking very okay. Let me add some padding so that there will be space around everything. So I'm going to add a padding. I'll do 2 rem and 4 rem. So it's coming up. Now I need to make these buttons. I want these 2 buttons to be under my row. So let's check what it looks like on the full screen. Yes, so I want these 2 buttons to be under the row, under the full stack web developer. So let me minimize. So I'll go back to my index.html. Then I will be adding a div that will hold all of these together. I'll be adding a div that will hold hello, I'm okay Solomon, full stack web developer, the read more button and the project button. So they are going to be inside a single div. So I'm going to create a div that will be holding all of them together. So I'm going to come under my section tag here for the home. I'll do enter. Then I'll be giving the div a class name of a container. So I'll say container. Then I'm going to copy this. I'll copy the closing div tag, Ctrl S. Then I'm going to locate the end of the button. Okay, this is where my button div ended. Then I'll be placing it here. Ctrl V. So you can see I have all the text inside a single container. Can you see? So all the text, the P tag, the H1 tag, the H3 tag, and then the buttons div are inside the container div. So let me do some styling on that container div. Or I might as well leave it like that. Now let me just check my style.css. Let me see what I can do. Okay. On my section, the .hero class name section, I think I will be making some adjustments. Instead of justify content center, I want to do, let me check space evenly. How does it look like? Let me check on full screen. So I think I like it like this. Then let me see what else can be done here. Okay, I'll check my index.html. Okay, so we have been working on the home section, and that is what we are basically going to be doing today. I don't want the video to be unnecessarily long, although it's looking like it's long, but let's just focus on a particular thing for today. So, and that is basically the home section. So that is what we are going to be developing for today. I think I should just add some more styles to the button. So let's get back to our style.css and do some little styling on the button. So I'll come to the area where I have my styling for the button, and then under it, okay, let me add the background color for the button. And let me see. Background, and then I'll do the lunar gradient. Not at 6 degree. And then stretch. The red is a percent. And then also add orange red. I'll do that on red percent. Okay. So we have a background color for our buttons. Then I'm going to remove the border. This thin trace of line around the button. Let me remove that. Okay. So still inside the button, I'll say border. Then I'll say none. Okay, so let's check on full screen. Okay, I think we are almost there. Okay, so let me minimize again. Let me add some over effect on the button. So I'll come beneath it. So I'll also call the button class button, then column. I'll say over. So when I hover on it, I need to correct this. So when I hover on the button, I want it to display this color. The background color should change to, have to be using linear gradient, 90 degrees. I'll use hash E80 6 0%. Then I'll give it 3%. So let me check. Okay, so I think we are getting somewhere with this. Okay, so let me minimize again. I would like to add more animation to the button, so let me add a transition. So when we hover on it, I'll give it transition, transform, okay, so on over, so I'll say transform, then should translate on the y-axis by 7-5 pixels. So let's check. Okay, and the color, let me change the font color. Let me change that to white. So let me just come inside the button. Okay, so I think we are going to be stopping here for today. Then in the next class, we are going to pick another section, and that will definitely be the about section. We are going to develop the about section. So please like, share, subscribe, and watch out for the next updates.